Hello, and welcome to the overview of MindGame. MindGame is an add-on written in C# or Godot, which is an open-source game engine. This add-on allows the user to run a language model like Llama, Mistral, or Phi within a game on their local hardware. The name was inspired by the book Ender's Game, where the cadets played with a program called MindGame that generated procedural narratives based on their lives. It's written in C#, which makes it compatible with other libraries like Microsoft's semantic kernel and kernel memory. MindGame can therefore be adapted for enterprise usage as it can be integrated with an existing .NET environment. The current features of MindGame are local chat using free and open source models, model and inference configuration, and a 3D example that can be used in a game. Currently, MindGame makes use of a single library called LLamaSharp, which is part of the C# series of libraries, which means less chance of a supply chain attack than a project that uses something like LangChain. LLamaSharp is a C# wrapper for the llama.cpp library, which makes it incredibly fast even on low-power devices. As this project can be AOT compiled, it should run faster than an equivalent Python implementation while not having to worry about environment setup. The fastest way to use MindGame is to go to the releases page and download the zip that matches your OS. The model types are .gguf, and there are links in the README to make downloading easier. Currently, there are only releases for Windows and Linux, but Android will be added when export support is improved with the Godot engine. There are no precompiled releases for Mac OS or iOS due to lack of Apple hardware for development, but you can still run the Godot project. If you're using NVIDIA graphics card, be sure to install CUDA 12.1 for GPU acceleration. In order to use the project within Godot to make your own games, the process is straightforward and outlined in the README. If you have NVIDIA graphics card and haven't already done this, install the CUDA Toolkit 12.x, download and extract the latest Godot 4.3 dev branch, download and install .NET 8 if you haven't already, download the zip for this project, and then open it with Godot 4.3.NET. The main script in MindGame is the MindManager, which autoloads in every scene so that the same model can be interfaced with across the game. I made a custom node type called MindAgent that is used to interact with the MindManager via signals, decoupling the prompting from the inference. Here, there's an example scene where I added the MindAgent onto a MindAgent 3D body, which is a CharacterBody3D, and I wrote a script that it allows it to actually change its label in order to show the output of the model. The biggest difference between my LLM game integration and programs that use OpenAI is that all processing is local in MindGame. Because my software does not communicate with the server, offline play is enabled by default. It does not incur any token costs, and new models are supported through frequent updates. I'm now adding inference and model configurations. And I found this Phi3 model by searching for Phi3 gguf, and you can go straight to the Microsoft page of Hugging Face. And so we've got Phi3 here, and we're going to load it up. And we will check the GPU usage, and you can see that it added it right there. Go back. Now it says, "Hi, how can I help you?" Tell me about large language models. As you can see, it generates text far faster than a person can read. So future improvements will include image processing and generation, a model downloader, batch execution for many parallel conversations, function calling, and a graph network implementation. By adding sensors to their MindAgents and connecting them to a mind graph, the user will be able to simulate a wide range of interactions out of the box. A stretch goal is to include a brain control interface via an EEG headband that interacts with the diffusion network to translate the user's thoughts into words and actions. I plan on continuous development as this add-on as I'll be using to create my own experiences. The MIT license for both my add-on and its underlying library, LLamaSharp, means that you own the code that you make with this. If you are a game or application developer who wants to include LLMs in their experience, but don't want to use a cloud-hosted model, please check out MindGame.